Alright, here we go. Last night was hockey night in Canada, but let me tell you something. It was meme night at the Bell Center. We had quite a few legends return. Tuna. Honda Civic, we got former Habs goaltender Jake Allen, who's going to be getting the start. He's going to be squaring off against the undefeated kid, Dabish. Sorry about that. Had to get that out of my system. But there was two big points on the line last night. I really wanted the Canadiens to get two of them. Now, this game review is brought to you by Breaks TV. Breaks TV's got a pretty solid selection of singular hockey cards right now. They've got old cards, they got new cards, they got some LTIR cards. So go check them out at breaks.tv. Don't forget to check their schedule to see when the next big break is. But here we go. Habs. Devils. The puck is dropped, and during the first 10 minutes of this hockey game, the Canadiens, I felt like they actually looked pretty decent. They get quite a few early scoring opportunities, but for some weird reason, they keep missing the net. They also get an early power play opportunity that they don't cash in on. When that power play comes to an end, it almost felt like it's like they lose control of the game. They look intoxicated for some reason. Jesper Brad's going to take advantage. He's going to set up Nico Hischier to put the Devils up by 1. And if that wasn't enough, just a couple of minutes later, Brad's going to do it all over again. But this time he gets one himself. And Dabish doesn't look too happy about it. That was a weak one. But that one's going to give the Devils a 2-goal early lead in the game. And you got to admit, this is becoming somewhat of a disturbing trend lately in Montreal. I mean, why does every game have to be like this? This is like waking up every morning and punching yourself in the balls for no reason before you get out of bed. But anyway, now we're going to move on to the second period where the Habs, they start to fight back a little bit. Nick Suzuki's going to whiff on a wide open net, but just a few seconds later, he redeems himself. It's a nice shot. That's a big one. He puts the Canadiens on the board. However, instead of gaining momentum from this goal, which is, what I assumed would happen, instead it's going to be Sheldon Keefe and his New Jersey Devils who make a push. Jacob Dabish is forced to make some incredible saves out there, and eventually, it's going to be the former Hab, Thomas Tatar, who pots his 5th goal of the season and puts the Devils back up by 2. Now, Montreal's first line, once again, they're going to come up big, okay? This time it's going to be our little bundle of joy. He's going to make a nice move. That's his 25th goal of the season. They're back within 1, and you got to admit, for the remainder of the second period, the Canadiens actually looked pretty good. Laine gets a chance. Caulfield gets a chance. I mean, it looked like they were going to tie it up before the second period came to an end, but instead, they're going to have to wait till the third period. We're just a few minutes in. It's the new guy, Alexandre Carrier, who fires a bomb from the point and scores his very first goal as a member of the Montreal Canadiens. And it couldn't have come at a better time. Now it's all tied up at 3. But unfortunately for us, the next 16 minutes of this hockey game, the Canadiens kinda just hang on for dear life. You see New Jersey's all over them. The boys, they're blocking shots. Jacob Dabish is getting peppered out there. He makes some big saves, and he deserves a lot of credit, because if it wasn't for him, there's no way this game is going into overtime. Cub, Dubs, steals a point. You gotta love it. Now let's move on to overtime, where the Canadiens have had quite a bit of luck lately. They do get a couple of decent looks, but with like 1 minute remaining and a tired group on the ice, Patrick Laine is going to try and ship it over to Mike Matheson, who just doesn't get the pass. Timo Meier does, and him and Hughes go up the other way all alone, and Hughes, he ends this thing. Bit of a buzzkill. That's Jakob's first loss of his NHL career. Now, I know everybody's playing the blame game today. Some people are blaming Laine for a bad pass. Some people are blaming Matheson for global warming. But you know what? I blame everybody from the coaching staff down. Because once again, they were just not prepared to start this hockey game, which is something that you can't be doing right now. That's like a few games in a row now where the Canadiens look like a horde of zombies during the first period. You're just not going to win too many hockey games if you keep going down by a couple of goals early. It's just how it is. But hopefully, they can turn it around again. Now, you can let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comment section. Please don't forget to bite a piece out of that like button before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.